Hi there, and welcome to Minnie the Boomer. This is Jason the Boomer. With me, as always, is my co-host,
Matt, the Minnie.
the Minnie. And who do we have here today, Matt?
It's my girlfriend, Myriam.
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 Yeah.
Hi, Myriam. How are you?
Pretty good. You
Good. If you could talk a little closer to the microphone.
like that?
Much better. Yes,
All right.
yes.
Or louder.
So this is our first girlfriend podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't bring my girlfriend. Don't tell your mother.
Oh.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Of course, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm monogamous.
What is that?
And that's just not a city in New Mexico.
Is it?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry.
You don't know what monogamous means?
No.
Monogamous means one partner.
Oh, like...
Like there's certain animals in the animal kingdom that are monogamous. They don't like have
All right.
intercourse with many different types of partners.
So, Dad, last week went to New York.
Yeah.
How's... What?
You okay down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're itching an itch, I guess.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, we went to New York, all three of us, with your mother, of course.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and it wasn't Myriam's first time, right?
Wait, yes, it was my second time.
it was
no,
second time.
yes, it was my second time.
And how was it?
It was nice. I really liked it.
Did you see different things?
Well, I've been to New York a long time ago, so I didn't really remember.
Yeah,
so
it's like you said you were 12, right?
Yeah.
And now you're 37.
Yeah, exactly.
I like him old.
You mean mature. Never call a woman old.
Oh, sorry.
Take that lesson. It'll serve you well. So we only spent about 7 hours in New York.
Yeah. I'd
Maybe
say.
8. We got there around noon and we left around 8 or 9
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I had to work.
I didn't.
No, you did not. You two were both a couple of slugs.
No, she worked.
Huh?
Did you not see her in the office?
My office?
Yeah.
And what role was she playing?
Manager.
She was managing the office. So she was like David Brent.
Higher.
Oh, higher than David Brent.
Yeah. No?
So not an office manager then. A branch manager?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
an
that's
office
what I said.
Okay. Now you said branch manager.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize.
Well,
You
in
know.
my language, office means branch and branch means office. It's a long story.
You're kind of far away from the mic again.
Am I? Oh, sorry.
That's better. All right, good. Can you not see the... Oh, no, you're kind
No,
of
I
far
cannot
away.
see the line.
So, Myriam, or Myriam in French, is a French speaker. That's her mother tongue. But the first time she ever spoke to me in English was when she was talking to actually other people in New York. And France and I, my wife, were like, damn, she speaks good English.
Yep.
And so last podcast, she sat through it as quietly as possible. And this podcast, she was like, let's do this. I want to be in this podcast.
Not all nervous.
No.
Yes, just before, I was really scared.
What are you talking about? You have all the energy in the world.
I was like, I'm not doing it.
And Matthew's like, you better do it.
You better do it.
He grabbed your wrist. She's like, oh, that hurts. Shut up. Like, Ike and Tina, right, Matt?
What?
Ike and Tina.
What?
Ike Turner, Tina Turner. She was an abusive husband. He was an abusive husband. She divorced him.
No, it's the opposite. She's the abusive.
Oh, she's the Ike.
Yeah, she's 34. What do you want to do
Really
about
abusive.
34. I thought she was 37. She's getting younger each time we tell us their age.
it? No. Okay. Well, her birthday was last week, and she was born
Here's the math. Matthew's taking up the math.
She was born on the 29th of February.
Oh.
So like she jumps 4 years every year, every birthday.
You mean,
Well, because her birthday is every 4 years.
right.
So like she jumps 4.
She jumps 4 or she ignores 3?
She ignores 3.
Okay.
She went from 34 to 37 and a half.
Oh, so she's reducing as she gets older?
What?
As each leap year happens, she gets younger?
No, I said from 34 to 37 and a half.
Oh, she was 34 last
years
week
ago.
and
No,
now
Yes,
last week and then
yes.
she turned 37 and a half apparently.
Yeah, and a half.
Oh, okay.
There's yeah, it's complicated.
So by that logic, let me just do something here real quick. Fill in while I'm figuring this out.
Oh God. So Myriam,
I'm lost. I don't understand anymore.
So Myriam is actually 9 1/4 years old, is what you're trying to say.
No.
Yes.
No, she's 30. Wait, give me a calculator. Give me a second. She is 37 and a half years old.
No, what I mean is she's 37 and a half, but she only says she's 9 because she's only had 9 birthdays in the last 37 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I mean.
but she still counts that she's 34. She doesn't say she's 9.
Because that'd be weird.
Because I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although technically with your relationship, she'd be in jail. She's 37 and a half.
Yeah, I didn't think about that one.
Well, if I'm
how old
9,
are you now?
he's in.
How old are you now?
Me?
Yeah. You, Matthew. I'm looking at you.
13?
You're 13.
No, I'm 17.
17. Okay.
And a half.
And a half. Right.
No, 3/4. But minus a quarter.
How are you 3/4? You had your
Well,
birthday
no,
was
I said minus a quarter.
I don't know where this is going anymore. Myriam, are you confused?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways.
So Matt, do you have any? That's we burned through 5 whole minutes. Do you have any
wow.
any topics you want to talk? Oh wait, we're talking about New York.
Wait, I have one question.
Are we done New York?
No. Oh yeah, let's talk about Barbar.
Babar.
Barbar.
Actually, in English, it's Babar.
That's
It's
why I
not
said
Babar.
Barbar.
It's Babar.
Oh, Barbar.
Babar. Don't ask me why. And who is Babar?
He's our
Incorrect. He's an elephant from French lore in Africa.
Well,
Oh, in Africa, there's no. Yeah, there's.
no, but he came from there, but we know him as Barbar, the Uber driver. He
Uber
morphed
driver.
into a human.
Yes, I remember that.
He's actually Jumbo's third cousin.
Are
Remember
you bringing
Jumbo?
back Jumbo the mouse? How is the pygmy elephant mouse Jumbo related to Babar? Oh my God, Matt, you're really
I don't
you're really
know.
reaching here. You're grasping at straws on this.
I've known Barbar for
Do you remember when
35
Babar?
years.
Remember when Babar's mother got bit by that asp, and then she got sick and she died? That was so sad.
I was at the funeral actually, yeah. I carried the what's it called?
You
The
carried the
box.
flower pot?
No, the box with the body.
Oh, the casket?
No, it was just cardboard box.
So what you call it, the cardboard casket?
Oh, okay, cardboard. We went really cheap. We threw.
Oh,
threw over-
you're actually part of financing the
Yeah.
whole thing. Wow, you really know. I thought Babar was just some guy Uber driver, but apparently you've got
No,
a history.
I've known him for 25 years.
How old are you again?
No, okay. No, Myriam knows her for 25 years, and we met them.
Wait,
at,
25 leap years or 25 actual years?
Actual years, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Because 25 leap years should be more than 37. Yeah, should be more than 37.
She could be 37 leap years.
No, but she is 37 years. Anyways, she.
So tell us about Babar.
Barbar, oh, what a great man, best man. He was a nice man. He was a nice Uber
He
driver.
actually had a normal sized truck that could fit all 6 of us.
Yeah, I was
As
surprised.
opposed to Cyril, who was
His
our
name was
taxi
Cyril?
driver.
Oh, not Sir Jewel.
He was a good guy. What are you talking about?
We invited him to Babar's mother's death.
You mean
funeral?
you actually were there at her death?
Yes. At her funeral.
When you stoned her?
Yeah.
We all stood around and we picked up some stones and...
Yeah. Well, actually.
No one throws a stone until I blow this whistle.
All right. Anyways, enough with these jokes. Babar, you go. You want to talk about Babar? Yeah.
Well,
What'd you think of Babar?
Yes. Babar.
Or Babar. Quit making me say it in the
Babar.
French way.
Babar.
he was really calm with the situation that happened with the other car, like the man who was like the Christian man with the red cross on his car.
Go ahead. Take it away.
That guy was weird.
His name was I don't actually know his name.
He was in a
White
minivan. It was in a green van?
No, it was white.
And you had a red cross painted on the
Yep.
door? You didn't even see the cross. What are you
I
talking
didn't
about?
see the cross, but I saw the cut of
You
the
think
car.
it was a white van?
Yeah.
I thought it was a...
Was like
white caravan.
I don't think it matters, but I think you're out of your mind.
Well, because yeah. Go ahead.
Well, anyway, so it was a van of indeterminate color with a red cross
Wait, are you
spray
sure the
painted.
cross was red and not burgundy?
I'm absolutely sure.
Like
It
fire
was
red?
made with his blood.
Oh.
Or the blood of his sacrificial lambs.
Lambs.
And he had this, it looked like it was red spray painted cross on the door of his.
But you just said it was blood. Or did they put the blood in the spray can and spray canned it on?
The blood was actually a joke, but okay.
Oh, my bad.
So yeah, and I
Well-
kind of looked over across Barbar's brow, and I saw the red cross. We were stopped at a stoplight right in front of the World Trade Center 1.
Yeah.
And I looked over, and my eyes slowly went up to look at the driver. And as I looked at the driver, he turned and looked right at me. And then I, being a good New Yorker, immediately averted my gaze and looked straight ahead and kind of out to the right because he was on our left. And then he rolled his window down. And what did he say?
He said, I let you pass. Something like that.
I'll let you do this.
Yes, I let you do
He
this.
was like,
I let
"I'll
you
let
do
you
this."
do
And
this. God
Barbar
bless your
played it
soul.
really well. He was like, "Okay, thank you,
And
thank you."
And the guy was like, I bless you. No, or God bless you. Like,
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
God
you very
bless
much.
your soul.
Yes.
He was repeating that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Babar was like, thank you
so much, sir.
And then the light turned green, and
We went
what are we
off.
going to call him? An apostle? A disciple?
Let's call him.
Or just a crazy,
Let's just call him Paul.
crazy Craig?
Crazy Craig.
Crazy Craig spread his arms
Wait.
while sitting in his van, and I guess was praying as we drove off.
Yeah.
And he sat there in a 4-lane road
In a cross formation.
in a
Like,
yes,
his
yes.
hands, like-
Well, he was like he was parting the sea.
Yeah.
He was like, "I bless you, I bless you." And Barbar was hilarious. He just kept driving and kept looking in the mirror. He's still stopped. He's still stopped.
He still stopped.
And then we drive a little bit more. He's still there. He's still stopped. What is he doing? And I, well, for one, was a little disappointed. I thought that Barbar would have seen that stuff. He'd be like, "Oh, that's Crazy Craig. We all know him."
Crazy Craig.
But I guess in a city of 15 million people, you might not see the same guy more than once.
Well, that's half the.
He might still be there now.
Wait, let me go check. He is
He live incredibly fast. What app did you use exactly?
Google Chrome.
Crazy Craig's app, which tracks his position.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's called Chrome because his head was chromed. Well, like it was chrome color.
That's because he was
You
wearing
know-
an aluminum foil hat, man.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
So it was that the pinnacle of your entire trip, Matt?
Then the subway. In the subway, you remember? Or close.
We didn't eat at Subway.
No, the train.
Oh, the actual Subway.
Yeah, the actual.
The
subway.
transportation system.
Yes.
The transit. Yes. You enjoyed that?
No,
Why not?
because we were in the subway,
Yes.
not the restaurant.
Right.
And this guy walks in with a backpack, like a big backpack, and I'm like, okay. And then he turns to us because we were like in the corner, like at the end.
At the end of one of the trains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he turns to us,
One of the carriages.
closes his eyes, puts his hand together, like that. Maybe not clap, but okay, that's fine. And just starts praying. And everyone
Eyes closed, right? With his hands, his folded hands up to his nose.
like this. Yep, like this. Yep.
But he only did it for like 12 seconds. and
No,
then
it was
he
like
just-
a minute.
I remember, Myriam, how long did he hold the pose?
When he get on the subway, he like stay in for like one stop and then he
Yeah,
get
he
out.
stayed for one
So,
stop and then left after his prayer.
While he was in the subway, he did his prayer.
Yeah, the
But-
entire trip to the next thing. So I guess like a minute,
Yeah.
30 seconds. No, not 30 seconds. But anyways, and I turned to Mom and Myriam because they were to my left. And I just give a look to Myriam and my mom. I'm like, oh, this is the day. This is the day we die.
The song?
Yeah,
This is the day where you humming it in your head, or were you more freaked out by it?
I was freaked out. I was like,
Yeah, it was a little freaky.
yeah.
But
Well,
you
we're-
guys put way more onus on it than I did. I was like, yeah, we're in the subway in New York.
Well, it's my second time, and that's her first.
Yeah. And the subway was your first
Yeah.
subway trip? And you
Yep.
enjoyed it?
Yeah.
As scary as it was?
Oh, I thought the train was
really,
gonna derail. every second. It's like,
Oh, that's subways in general. Yeah. Any subway you go
well,
to.
the one
is gonna do that.
in Montreal isn't that bad.
Does it still have tires? The one in Montreal? I remember that was the funniest thing I ever saw when I moved here because I lived in Toronto in the TTC, which is the silver subways, were subways like a train on a track, and then I came here and they were blue, and they had tires and they ran like a little concrete a lane. But they had rails too. It was really weird. It might still do that, but I thought it was funny.
I don't remember.
I guess it might soften the trip.
Yeah.
Rubber tires and all.
What was your favorite part of the trip? Or most memorable?
I don't know.
I don't know. You don't know? How
Let
about
me
you,
see.
Myriam?
I think I enjoy it all, I guess, because I don't have a favorite part. Like, it was really nice all the way.
The whole time you had a great
Yeah.
time. Even
In the metro?
I'm
In the
trying to think of
Subway?
it.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I
We had
enjoyed
good
it.
food.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
we
ate
ate so
three
Too
times.
much.
Oh
We
my
had
God.
burger joint burgers and fries
Yes.
and milkshakes.
And then we went
Then
to
we
Joey's.
Joe's Pizza.
Joe's. My dad
Joe's
had-
Pizza. That's where we took the. Did we take the cab to Joe's Pizza? No.
Yes.
No, it was the
No, that was
Uber.
the Uber.
No,
and
it
then
was-
the cab was fun. I thought that was really funny. I took a picture,
Oh, yeah.
guys.
Oh my
So it was a cab that basically had. It was a big
Five.
truck. It was like
Place
a,
for
it was like a
5
van,
people.
and there was basically a bench for 3 people, and you guys squeezed on it, and 2 of you were kind of standing, and I was sitting in the front.
We were 5 in the back.
Yeah, and we drove from Joe's Pizza to Grand Central Station.
And that's how far?
It's a few blocks.
Yeah,
It's maybe
it was
20,
a long ride.
25 blocks, maybe 30 blocks. I don't know. It's quite a ways in traffic too, but it didn't take long. All things considered. Normally, I don't like taking the taxi at rush hour because it can be gridlock.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a cool trip.
And then after Joe's Pizza, we went to Planet Hollywood. That was like at 8 o'clock at night, though.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going there.
I was
like, what? Yeah, we're eating again.
I got my
That's your mother.
lasagna. I was happy.
You got your tubular lasagna
Yes.
that you brought. Did you bring it back? And
No,
you
I ate
never
it all.
What did
No,
you
that
bring
was
back?
at Dominic's.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't very good.
My taco pizza was pretty good.
It was all right.
It was better than your white
The Caesar
bread.
salad looked great.
Mm-hmm, it
We
was
was
great.
talking about food. Good thing I've had dinner because I'd be so
I'm
hungry right
still
now.
hungry.
You're always hungry. You're
I'm
a
fat.
17-year-old teenager.
She's never hungry.
You're not fat
She's 37 and a half.
and never hungry.
Pregnant.
Never.
Is she ever thirsty?
Pregnant?
No, not pregnant. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I said pregnant thinking it stops hunger, but it's actually more. So I was like, oh.
So
Okay.
you get weird cravings when you're pregnant, apparently. Can I get peanut butter ice cream and dill pickles, please?
All right.
Stuff like
okay,
that.
well, let's move on.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Wait,
So-
Myriam, are you ready to move on?
Okay, Dad.
I
hey,
am.
Do you
Good.
like geography?
Geography is one of my favorite topics.
All right. Now this is the question.
Uh-oh. Is it about Pangea?
What?
Is it about Pangea?
No. What is the most Eastern American state?
Eastern?
Yeah.
I would say it would be Maine.
No. You give up?
Wait. A state?
State.
That's the East, unless this is a trick question.
It's not a trick question.
Go ahead.
Alaska.
That's Western.
No. Because, there's like a line of islands. It goes past the 180th parallel, which is the cutoff for East and West.
So it's the easternmost and westernmost is what
Yes.
you're trying to say.
That is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Thank you for that.
That's just fact.
That wasn't really a topic, though, was it?
Well, I know. It's just a question.
Was
It's
this a
just
stump
to
your
inform
your
the-
father type of thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good
It was to
job.
inform the 3 people who are gonna listen to.
I
this.
think we're up to 6.
What?
It's a leap year, Myriam, do you have any topics, Myriam?
Yeah. I have them there.
You're not Myriam.
No, but
I'm
you're-
looking at Myriam.
No, you're looking at me actually.
I think me and Matt wanted to talk about the movie we went like
Oh
The
no,
Invisible Man.
Monday?
L'homme
No, I don't remember
invisible.
when.
It was Friday.
Friday?
Yep.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we
yeah,
always-
it's Friday.
No,
we always
Thursday.
know when Matthew's going to go see a
Yeah.
scary movie because we get texts from him
I
and
called
phone
you.
calls.
I called you.
Like, hey guys, I just want you to know I love you.
Hey, that's half true.
Did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed it.
But you like horror movies?
Yeah, it's
She
my
likes
favorite
horror
kind of
movies,
movie.
but earlier today I
Oh
scared
my
her,
God.
and like she was so mad at me.
Because
what
I
did you
was
do?
all alone in like the locker, and
Locker rooms.
I was just packing my backpack, and he came from the back, and it was silent, and he screamed on my
I
back.
did
I
the-
started crying. I was so scared.
What?
I felt so bad. I was like,
I
oh
was
no,
so scared.
because like she likes horror movies, so I thought she'd like not be affected by this
I like
scare.
Horror movie because I know I'm gonna be scared. But
Not when
Like-
you're in your locker.
yeah,
God, man.
Well,
I was
Alright.
vibing in the locker, and then you.
Myriam, unagi. All right,
Unagi.
all right. So the
Did
invisible
did
man.
Matthew tell you that story of Unagi?
Oh
Uh-uh.
God.
Do you know where Unagi comes from?
No.
Friends.
There's a Friends episode where Ross. Do you know
Mhm.
Friends at all?
Well, I know the show, but I didn't listen to it.
Watch.
Ross is the brother of Monica. I can't believe I remember all these names. It's been years.
I just
But
know
anyways.
Ross.
Ross, Monica, Phoebe, and
Chandler?
no Chandler. But he was talking to the three girls. What's the other girl's name? Jennifer Aniston's character,
I don't know.
Rebecca. That's not it. But anyways,
Sounds right.
someone's yelling at this. It's this. Jeremy or Josiane be yelling. Her name is Rachel. That's it. So anyways,
No, yes.
he keeps scaring them, and they're like, oh yeah, and he goes, Unagi. Because he says that it's an ancient Japanese training that allows him to see everything, when in fact it's just a translation from sushi for eel, I believe, is called
Yeah.
unagi. So Matthew used to always walk into things, or the elevator would open and he'd try to walk in before people would come out, like all these social things
I
that you're
was
supposed to
like-
know. And I would tell him, Matthew, don't do. So he just kept like walking into things, and so every time I go unagi, to the point where he would actually, his eye would twitch, and he would be so angry with me.
Sometimes you would not hit, like tap me and be like unagi.
Yeah. Well, I want to
Or
make
like-
sure you didn't know I was there.
Well,
So when he says unagi to you, know what the backstory is.
Yeah.
It was a very, very, very dark time in Matthew's youth, the unagi episode.
all right. So Myriam
And
had
he
a-
didn't know. He didn't know that it wasn't actually an art. He didn't know that it was actually eel in Japanese for a long time, until I showed him the clip.
Yep, it was not worth it. Anyways,
So,
Myriam had
are we done with the movie?
no. You want to talk about the movie? Tell us the story. Because I can't. I never tell it right.
You did.
No, every time I tried to tell it to my parents, I would just.
Well, because
Well,
I've
I'm
seen
not
the
better.
original.
I tried to explain it to my mom, and it was awful.
All right.
So
You say
So
it's like
basically-
the Elizabeth Shue, Kevin Bacon version,
No. Probably.
because that's one of the. Well, there was an original one back in the 50s or 60s, and then they remade it in the 90s with Kevin Bacon.
All right. So, anyways,
He played the Invisible Man.
well, the movie that we've been was the Invisible Man, and I think we can't explain it because this is what a great movie is made
Mhm.
of. Like, we can't explain it because it's really
It was a
It was
visceral
so
yeah,
feeling.
it's deep and
You're like it,
Yeah.
it transported us, man. I mean,
Yeah,
and then
couldn't-
Matthew
Well,
just
it
kept
was
saying,
original,
"You guys got to
so-
see it. You guys got to see it.
Yeah,
You guys
see
got to
it.
see it."
it's original. Like, I can say it's like in this movie
I
because
called
I
it.
never.
I called
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
What'd you call?
I called the plot twist.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah. I'm like, if it's that, you owe me that.
During all the movie, he was talking and really loud.
When he
And
wasn't when he wasn't gone
Yeah,
I left once
twice.
to go get water.
for like 20 minutes.
Hey, come on, man. It was like a minute and a half.
And you're telling me that the beginning was the scariest part.
Well, just like until you see the plot twist, you're like, what is it?
So there was a plot twist. No spoilers.
At the end, no. But everyone jumped at one scene. Everyone in the thing, and I wasn't watching. But like everyone.
So
jumped.
you didn't jump. You were just watching everybody else jump.
I was just
"You
like,
suckers."
I was like this.
Like, you suckers. I've been looking at the back of this chair for the last 10 minutes. How much did you spend on that?
I counted every little there's like little like polka dots on it. I counted every single last one.
On what?
On the chair.
Oh, back of the chair.
Yeah.
Got it. So it was a good movie. A great movie?
Yeah.
Yep.
Great?
Yeah. I don't like
Top
horror
10?
movies. No.
Okay, but great.
Oh,
For
top
me,
10
yes.
Taco Bell.
How about
Oh my-
top 10 horror movies that you've seen? You've only seen 2, so technically it's in the top 10.
So Halloween.
Oh, no, you've seen how many
I
now?
think it's in my top 5. Me.
Ooh.
horror movies.
Of
So-
all horror movies, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
Alien.
Aliens.
Predator. It counts.
Aliens
The
is a
first
thriller.
Alien.
It's a thriller, but anyways.
It's the same. It's
And technically,
supposed to
I'll be honest
spook
with you, and you can tell me, is The Invisible Man a horror movie or a thriller? Was there a lot of blood and gore?
I think it's a little bit of both. It's a
Okay.
great mix.
Walk the line.
Like that's why he liked it. It's because it was a mix of
Mix.
both.
Okay.
It wasn't scary
like
all the way.
Halloween.
Mind
was-
you, he watched Halloween. What was the other one? Well, that was the one you watched, and you were like, I can't watch this. And then he bought that Grinch hat so he could pull it down
Yeah.
while he was in the movie theater. And then he made us watch it.
Yeah, but you liked
You
it.
guys have to watch it.
But you liked it.
Halloween.
That was good.
Yeah. The remade one.
40, right? Halloween 40? Was that what it's called?
No. It's just Halloween. It's the reboot.
40 was the one before it. Okay.
Yeah. What's the it's the it's the sequel to the first ever Halloween. And yeah.
Tell me about it.
What's your top 10 Halloween horror movies?
Not a big horror movie guy.
Neither am I.
I'd say, I'm trying to think
Oh,
of
wait,
horror movies I've
wait,
seen.
wait.
I've seen a couple of the Friday the 13th.
Wait.
And the first one I was so upset with. Have you seen Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
The first one?
I don't remember
Because
which
I
one
watched the
saw.
first one after like 4 had come out already, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's all about Jason Voorhees and the hockey mask. And the first one, no spoilers here. If you haven't seen the movie, fast forward 30 seconds starting now. In the first one, he's not in it. He dies. He had died, and it's his mother who's killing all the camp counselors who were negligent in his death. So there's no Jason in the first one. So the whole movie, you're like, when's Jason going to show up? When's Jason going to show up? And he never does. Actually, no, he does. At the very end, they're on a canoe in the boat, and his arm comes out, and then it like cuts. So you knew there was going to be a sequel.
Ooh.
So I was very disappointed.
why-
And I've seen a couple Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Streets. Do you
yes.
want me to answer this? Because you seem to want to go on the
I
next
just
topic.
want to put my number one in
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh my god.
Did you like that?
I liked it, but it was not a horror movie at all.
No, not a horror movie.
He was like, okay, this is a movie why I'm scared of all the other movies. And that's why I don't like horror. So
I
I was
just
like,
said-
okay,
You
we
were
can
just
listen to
bull-
it.
Yeah,
It
I
was-
just put in
you
that.
love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I love it. It's a musical.
Now, Steve Martin is in that, and so is not Dan Aykroyd.
Not Tom.
The guy, the dentist patient.
Tom Hanks? No.
I got it. No, it's Dan Aykroyd who's on my bottle of vodka.
It's the guy from Ghostbusters.
Bill Murray
Yeah, Bill Murray.
are in that, and there are 2 phrases and 2 words to describe what each of these people is, and it might be the same in French, but I'm going to test you 2 in your English knowledge. One is a masochist, and one is a sadist. Can you tell me who is who, and what each word means?
The masochist is
is
the
patient.
patient. Yeah.
Don't
Because
worry.
he liked being hurt.
And the other one.
liked like hurting people. So it was
Exactly.
a dentist.
Now, who was gratified in that scene?
What?
Out of the masochist and the sadist?
No, because this
Masochist.
Correct.
Because the other one doesn't like to seeing people get
Enjoy.
hurt, not enjoy it. So
Right, exactly. Good. You guys were listening. You were paying attention. Good job.
At
That's
first,
good.
she didn't like it. Then she liked it. Then again, she didn't like it.
it's because this. I wasn't a fan of the songs in the movie.
What?
No, like the first.
All right, so this
Like
has been
the
me
first
and
and
Boomer.
no, like the first and the second song, I didn't really understood
Yeah.
why they were there.
Yeah.
But
Oh, 'cause
like
did he tell you it was a musical?
no,
Yeah,
he
that's-
told me
yeah.
it was an horror movie, so I was all excited because I
Oh,
really
Matt.
like horror movie.
Oh, you know what's my real favorite movie? Paranormal Activity 2.
Oh my god! Oh. I like when we started dating.
second week. Second week.
I convinced Matthew to watch a
Horror
horror movie with
How
me.
was it,
So
Paranormal Activity.
it was so boring.
It was
Oh, you
so-
didn't like? You'd never seen it?
Well, I've seen one, but
The first one.
yeah, but I
Not the
think
sequel
I don't
isn't as
remember
good.
which one was it, but it was so bad. It was long.
There was nothing for like
Well,
half of the movie.
There's
but
a
except for
different-
Vacuum.
There's a
The
different kind of
vacuum.
horror. There's two
Vacuum.
types of horror movies that I've seen in my long and illustrious life. There is the jump scare horror movie where it's all suspense, like Halloween.
The
I mean,
Invisible Man,
there's a little
bit.
bit of gore, but you don't. They kind of
like
cut
the
away.
Bye Bye Man.
I don't know that one. Bye Bye Man.
Bye Bye Man one. Yeah.
And then there's the newer ones where it's just really graphic gore, where you're
Like Saw.
sick to
There's a
your-
new
Saw.
Saw coming out with
I'm so excited.
the giraffe from Madagascar.
They have the actual giraffe in it.
Yeah, no, the zebra.
The zebra. The zebra's in the movie.
Yeah, no, the voice actor actually.
I mean, Chris Rock.
So
Yeah. Forgot his
Chris
name.
Rock is in the Saw. Saw
Yeah.
16.
The newest one, yeah.
How many Saws are there?
and it's gonna be the 9.
It's probably
There's
Yeah.
8 already done.
And you enjoy those types of movies, do you?
Yeah, really.
I
Me and my
see.
dad loved
You
or
and your
movie,
dog.
yeah.
You have a dog?
my dad.
Oh, oh, that's cute. So it's like a bonding thing.
Yeah.
He introduced you to them.
Mhm.
What was the first horror movie you remember watching?
It
Was that was
was
3? No.
the
Wait, 3 in leap years?
the
or?
boy, the boy, like with the.
I watched that.
Yeah.
I didn't
The
like
boy?
it. It's a.
It was the
it's a
first horror
puppet.
movie because yeah,
It's
the
the puppet
the
where
guy who lives in the wall.
there's a kid who lives in the wall, and
Yeah.
to freak out the babysitter mom.
No, like there was
Oh,
like
wait,
a
wait.
puppet with
Okay.
a mother.
All right, so a mom lost her son,
Son when
and
yeah.
and the son had the
like
puppet.
Rick wait yes
You
was
talking
living
about,
in
you
the
talking
puppet.
about Chucky?
No,
No,
we're
no,
talking
no,
about the
another.
boy.
That
Had
boy.
the kid had the puppet, or she made it after him.
She made it after
All right.
because the puppet looked like the kid,
Okay, yeah.
so she was taking care of the puppet like you take care of the kid. So she
So
Gave
like,
food.
like the baby
Yeah.
Gave
for her.
water.
and
Well, it was
she
like a
engaged a babysitter.
Oh, like a life-size puppet.
yeah, and she hired a
Yeah.
babysitter because she was like going away,
Yeah. So while the babysitter was
and the babysitter was not taking care of the puppet. So
Because she was like, this is hilarious.
yeah, it's a puppet.
Mhm.
Did
So
the puppet die?
no, because it's a kid in the wall. The kid did not die, and
So
he was
the
like
he
kid
was
went
living
in-
in the wall, so he was a grown up
he was like
living
30.
in the wall, but with a mask of the puppet. So sometimes like I think
Sometimes-
So would he
Get
like
out of
pose
the
the
wall?
puppet sometimes?
Yeah,
And she'd
yeah.
come down. Oh,
so
you went over
he
there.
moved the puppet, and he was living in the wall.
Yeah,
And was it scary, Matt?
it was freaky.
It was
It's
very-
a puppet.
And a full-grown man
Yeah.
hiding in walls.
Well, the thing is, when you
And that
find
was
out,
the first horror movie you ever saw.
Yeah.
when you
In the
find
cinema.
out, I mean,
Oh,
wait,
in the cinema. Okay.
it's my first horror movie too. Horror.
Ah,
You didn't say it was like in the dark, dans le noir, là, je sais pas si
In
I
the
thought you
dark.
saw. I thought you saw
In the dark.
Alien, and you consider that a horror movie, Matt.
Well, you don't consider it, so I don't consider it anymore.
But you put it in your
But
list.
it was pretty spooky.
How easily swayed you are.
Whoa.
But that's the kind. But you're right. In that day and age, it was considered a horror movie because there was jump scares and it was suspense. But there wasn't. You didn't really see a lot, really. You know, like
yeah.
the guy comes out of the guy's chest, but I mean, then he sings that song.
Wrong movie, man.
Oh, that's Spaceballs. Sorry.
Yeah.
Another movie. I've seen a horror movie. I mean, I don't really call it, but Get Out. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Would you consider that a horror movie?
Well, more of a thriller than
Yeah. Okay.
because it's not scary.
It's
Like-
more of like a.
Yeah.
What if this is actually happening?
Yeah,
Scary.
that keeps you on your chair.
I never
more
watched
than
it.
scared
commentary
you.
scary.
Yeah.
I never watched it. I don't
It's
know.
pretty good.
Well,
And now he's got that other one, The Others. It was called, where they're like clones or something.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that
yeah.
one.
me neither.
I
It
think
looks
I saw
freaky.
Get Out in a plane
I saw
or something.
in the plane to Hawaii actually, San Francisco.
Yeah.
But or coming back. In English last year we watched a trailer for
Uh,
the movie I was talking about, like
Mm.
Us.
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 it was nice.
And
he was scared.
I was just the song. The song freaked me out. I'm like,
Well, they say if you watch a horror movie without the music, it's not scary.
Yeah.
I mean, nowhere near as scary because it builds that suspense.
yeah, without the sound,
Mhm.
like in the movie, Invisible Man, when the like,
oh my god,
you know, like
the sound
song
was so
would like
loud.
crescendo, then like it would stop.
Yeah.
But then like I was like, oh, that's when the jump scares. Like, turn my head to the left, and then it would
Matt
happen.
stands up.
Or was
I
like,
pulled
I'm
this
going to
movie.
get water.
It happened once.
Twice.
We talked before the show, and
No, during. Twice.
Before the show, it's not considered before the show if you don't come back until 20 minutes in the movie, man.
You're right. I didn't know this would be turning out like this.
It's like, this is the last time I'm having her here.
All right, so we good? Topic is
Have we exhausted the topic?
No,
I
no,
think we
no.
probably have a little bit more to talk about, but we can move
No.
on. Let's move on.
we want to move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, that's
wait,
what I'm asking.
Miriam. Do we have a consensus? Moving on? Hands up.
Moving on.
Okay,
All
three
right, moving on.
three yays, no nays. Let's move on.
All right.
Second topic better be as good or better.
All right. Sonic. No.
It was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is
Well,
great,
that's the movie we were supposed to go watch.
but it wasn't in
but-
discount, so I was like,
Oh.
Well, it was, but it was in French,
French, yeah.
and he was like, "Ugh." So we didn't
who
go in
watches a
French.
movie in French?
Especially with Jim Carrey.
Well, I do sometimes.
Well, that
Oh,
makes
wait,
sense
wait.
though because
Yeah.
your English is a
Going
second
back to the
language.
horror thing. Once I ate supper at your place, and during the supper we
Oh,
were
yeah.
watching
Truth or Dare.
Truth or Dare, and like it's
It's a horror movie?
Yeah,
No, it's not.
It's a thriller.
it's something.
It's
It's
not-
a psychological
just that-
Okay.
thriller.
Yeah, it's.
Did you say it's
sur-
something?
It's something.
It's really just a thriller. It's 'cause
Whatever,
the-
dude. The guy just walks
on the pool
off-
table.
on a pool table and just walks off and breaks his neck on another one.
On another
I
table?
saw that scene. I'm like, I'm gone. I did not like that. Cause you heard,
You
It's
heard
a
the
really
crack
good
and the
movie.
thud and everything?
yeah, cause you know like Deadpool, it's funny, like haha.
Not in my top
Dead-
10, but it's
I
a
think
great
I've
movie.
talked about this. The first movie I ever felt physically ill. Do you remember what movie that was?
It was.
And it wasn't even a horror movie. Reservoir Dogs.
Oh yeah, when you cut the ear off. Did
When
you ever watch
have you ever seen
Reservoir
Reservoir
Dogs?
Dogs? That's another one you have to show her. That's a great movie.
Pulp
and
Fiction?
we have it on
Oh,
the
yeah.
NAS.
Yeah.
We have that's his first movie. Quentin Tarantino was Reservoir Dogs. We have it on the NAS, so you could show
Hateful
her.
Eight.
Hmm?
Hate. No.
How many Tarantino movies have you seen?
One.
Okay,
Oh,
there's
God.
there's 9
Yeah.
now.
There's 9.
But in there's
But
one
I
scene,
wanted
there's
to
one
see
scene.
the
Once Upon a Time in
newest-
Hollywood?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
We got
It's
it.
a very long movie, but yeah, it's good.
3 hours in length.
because the casting is dope.
Totally dope. Totally.
Yeah. Brad
So
Pitt. Brad Pitt.
yeah, and those aren't horror movies, but they're suspenseful. All
Yeah.
of his movies are like, you're like, what? You have no idea what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to die, who's going to get blown apart. Like if you have to see Django Unchained, that scene in the plantation when people are getting shot, and it sounds like Jellos.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, it's a good
the
movie.
soundtrack of that is the sound effects are hilarious, but it's so disgusting. But at the same time, it's if you like horror movies, you'll like most of Tarantino's work.
If you like Saw, you'd love it.
You haven't seen Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
Oh, it's
that's Tarantino as well. Till 1 and
Yeah.
2?
Was there a third part? But
No,
without-
it's just 2.
And people keep saying there was a third part. I'm like, no.
Well, Hateful Eight was the sequel to that. You know that, right?
No, prequel, actually. Myriam wanted for me and you to talk about our other trips we've been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like Arizona and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
What was your earliest trip out of the country? Like with
I was
San
actually
Masampo
I was
or-
actually talking to your mother about this the other day because before I met her, we didn't really travel. I used to go to North Bay to visit my Kimball grandparents, and then go to Valley Junction to visit the Klish grandparents, and that was it. That was every summer we'd go to those two places, and every winter we'd go to those. We never. I think I went across the border once to go to Park Safari or something, which doesn't make sense because there aren't any in upstate Vermont. I do know I went to Buffalo to see the Charlatans once.
Oh, okay.
That would have been maybe 19, but I never really traveled until I met your mother.
You never went to Walt Disney?
No, that was my first time with you guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I travel well, your mother tells me.
Yes.
I mean, how was the trip? Was it good?
Yeah.
Driving was good. Taxi was good.
Didn't listen to Mrs. podcast. But.
Well, Mama wouldn't let you sit in
Think
the
it's
front. I
better
don't
like
know
that. Jokes.
Bazinga.
Hey, what's on that hoodie there? Huh? Is that Misfits?
You made
was
her
a
wear it
joke.
just like that necklace. You forced her into it.
I'll take it back then. Come on, cough it up.
That's hers now. It's a symbol
It's
of your
ours.
love.
It's ours. God.
Hey, you're
Mine.
peeking, man. Don't yell.
Sorry.
We used to go to Atlantic City together when I had that trade show. You guys used to play on the beach in it was like in April, so they used to play on the beach in their jackets. We went from.
Wait, what was the earliest trip with us, with me and Jeremy?
I would say probably Atlantic City, because we drove down and we probably stopped. We took you to the. You missed it. They used to have the biggest Toys R Us in the world in Times Square in Manhattan.
Oh yeah.
Did you go to it when you were 12?
I don't remember.
They had a gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex animatronic. He was so scared the first time he saw it. He was like hiding behind me.
I was like 7.
I mean, full size. You're probably even younger.
Yeah, probably.
And it would move, and he's hiding behind me. And then he had to go see his Tyrannosaurus Rex every time we went after that.
Mine.
What'd you call him?
Oh, I don't remember.
Tranny? No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh God.
Tranny the Tyrannosaurus?
No, I think it was like.
So I would say that's probably your first, apart from going to see Sandma and stuff like that. I think that was the first time you guys ever really traveled with us, is driving to that trade show and staying at the Trump Taj Mahal.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Well, I didn't know it was
With your
Trump's.
mother.
That's what I was surprised. Not.
She told us.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't remember.
And then we went.
What's your first plane voyage?
Mine?
Mine. Walt
Probably
Disney?
Florida, yeah.
Or
out
Arizona.
No, Walt Disney was before. That was you were like 5 when we went to Disney.
True. So, then it was Arizona. Then it was Banff.
Probably.
I'm trying to put it in order.
And then
Saskatchewan.
Then Saskatchewan.
Another.
That's
time
Banff. That's Banff.
No, because the reunion, or was that not in Saskatchewan?
No, there's been no reunion out west. There's been one in '96,
Well,
and this one.
I remember. Well, not.
It was Uncle Norm's birthday,
Oh yeah, that's it.
or was his retirement?
No,
Anyways.
Birthday.
60th maybe.
A norming race or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
and an hour race. Yeah.
That's fun.
But that was the same trip. We went into Banff, went to Calgary. We drove around, and we went with Salmon. We ended up in Moose Jaw.
Yeah, okay, now I remember.
And that was one of the most ridiculous flights home. Our flight was with Air Canada, and our flight was supposed to leave at like 4 p.m. So we got to the airport, and we were flying from Regina. Rhymes with fun. Who said that? Deadpool, right? We were flying from Regina to Toronto, and then catching a
plane.
What's that called? Oh my god, I got no brain today. Yeah, but it's called a connection to Montreal. So we got there, and about an hour after we got there, it was delayed till 6. Then it was delayed till 9, and then we didn't hear anything until 12:30 at night. And they said, "Oh, 1 o'clock, you get on your plane," and we'd missed our connection by like 3 hours. So we had no idea how we were getting back from Toronto to Montreal. So we had all 5 of us flew to Toronto. Then the Toronto, we ended up getting on that plane. They gave us another plane like at 10:30 in the morning the next day, and we got home by around 1:30 in the afternoon. It basically 24 hours after arriving at the Regina airport. I was not impressed.
I was dead.
I wrote a letter. I didn't write a letter.
Hi, Sampa.
Ouch. Samuel listens to this. Be
It's
careful.
not a dig at him.
No? Just that he enjoys writing letters?
Yeah.
That's true. He does. He
President
really
Trudeau.
does. So, yeah. I mean, we've done a whole lot of trips with the kids.
Yeah. What was your favorite with the kids?
First Disney, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, because you guys were really cool. You were really fun. You didn't complain. We were all together. And it was an experience I think your mother, had she been before?
Yeah, she went to Florida multiple times. So
Oh yeah, she'd been to one time, but she'd only been one time before, and she was really little, like maybe probably between you and Jeremy's age, I think.
Yeah.
So hers, the only thing she remembered was pictures, so it was really new to all of us, and like the MGM studio hadn't been opened yet and stuff like that. So it was really cool because we really got to experience, and we stayed on site, so we really got to experience.
Yeah.
Have you been to Disney?
Yeah.
Did you stay on site? Like,
When'd you go?
I don't remember. All I know is that I was in the Mighty Ducks. I think it's called like that.
Oh, because so you're
Like
probably in the same place that we were in at the
I don't
this last
remember.
time.
Yeah, the movie.
Because the first time we were in the Caribbean something or other, but it was 2008 or 7.
It was like a motel, right?
No, it was a hotel.
Okay.
Full on. It was a resort hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Thanks. Shell
I
out the
just-
extra $1,000, and was it a motel? Remember the hooker standing on the corner?
That was actually Myriam. No. Because she's 37 and Wow. Oh, I'm sorry.
Jeez. Next topic.
I'm
Moving
sorry.
on.
Hey, you
Moving on,
dissed
people.
My boys. Anyways.
What else you got? Does that answer your questions, Myriam? But we lots of trips. We used to drive all over. Drove to Gaspé.
Oh, yeah.
We
I don't
drove.
remember though. To someone's cabin on an island.
Oh yeah, Uncle Bruce.
It's like 10-hour
Drove
trip.
7 hours and then an hour boat ride. No electricity. No running water.
The loon boat.
And we were sitting. We used to sleep on a raft on a mattress and listen to the Loons all night. I'm a very light sleeper ever since we had kids, so the raft is moving. I'm sitting there, Matthew's like, you used to snore so cutely back then. But then all I hear in the distance all night is Loons. And it was 2 nights we were there, and I didn't sleep a wink.
What does a loon make?
It's a haunting cry.
Yeah.
Do you know what the sound a loon makes?
I'll find it.
Yeah, and I'll find it. You give us the next topic.
No, I got it. I'm already here.
What's the next topic, Matt?
Loon call.
What's the next? I think I still have it in my phone. Hold on. Don't do it, Matt. Hold on. I took it when I was there, and I think I still have it on my phone.
But that's not the same phone he had like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's still here. I think. Hold on. All right. Yeah, here it is. 2006.
What? 2006?
2016, sorry.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay, listen,
I
ready?
wasn't 4.
You hear it? You can actually hear Matthew breathing too.
Yeah. I just feel like I'm about to get stabbed here.
That's what a loon sounds like. It's September 4th, 2016.
September.
We were on Kippawa Lake.
I wasn't at school.
I think school started late that year. It was Labor Day weekend we went.
Oh.
Yeah. Because we would never take you out of school to go on a trip.
No. Never go to Arizona.
Or
The
Atlantic
cacti.
that was one of the funniest. You know what a prickly pear cactus is?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the round shaped, and they're like on top of like this. So Jeremy and Matt, we went to Arizona, and there was a prickly pear cactus, big plant, but pieces of it had fallen off in the parking lot, and we were in Sedona. So they're like, "Oh, we're gonna pick it up, but we make sure we don't touch because there's all these spines.
Yeah.
We won't touch the spines." So they picked it up, but there's these like
Tiny.
minuscule. Yeah, she knows. You know, you've been there. Okay. She's like, I know all about that. So we had pictures of them for about 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours after that. Just their hands completely spread, walking around, red face, like, it looks so miserable.
It was great.
Oh, it was
Heard
funny.
a lot? Or
It was just more uncomfortable.
Well, because you couldn't put your fingers together because
Yeah.
it was like little. You still feel it, Matt.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, don't touch it, guys.
No, you said pick it up and we'll take a picture.
I never said that. You're so
Pick it up,
full
we'll
of
take
it.
a picture.
I would never wish that pain on
Oh,
my
yeah,
children.
sure.
I mean, I laughed after you did it. I was like, yeah, you dopes. Look at you. That's what you get. Yes.
Top 5 restaurant.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, Krispy Kreme, and Tim Hortons is one.
Yeah.
Taco Bell was my jam when I lived in Brampton. Oh my
So
god.
good.
Go to Hooterville, drink all night, and then on the way back from Hooterville Station, stop at Taco Bell on Queen Street
Are you
and
telling me you
Kennedy.
drunk and drive?
No, we were walking.
Oh,
Walk, because it was like probably about 2 kilometers away. So we'd walk and you'd drink at home because you don't want to. It's too expensive to drink in the bar
yeah.
the whole night.
Oh, you say yeah.
So you get half in the bag at home, and then you'd walk past the Taco Bell to the bar, you'd hang out at the bar, and then on the way home, like at 2 a.m, you go in and you take the last $5. And back in the day, it would buy you like 10 soft tacos. You just sit there.
When I'm gonna have my driver's license, we're going to Taco Bell and Krispy Kreme.
It's a date. So romantic.
Yeah.
So you've been to Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Okay. You've been to Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
Ah, good.
Taco Bell is like my dad's favorite restaurant.
All right, I'll take your dad instead.
Okay.
That's the way to take him to ask her hand in marriage. I brought you to this special place to ask if I could have your daughter's
It's like
hand in
Taco
marriage.
Bell.
This kid's flying right. Yes, of course.
Last time I've been to Taco Bell, it was when I was probably like 5 years old. So
That's
Been that long?
Those are
We
rookie
go,
numbers.
what, every couple of months? Once?
We need to go back
pig
soon.
out.
Tomorrow?
No.
Come
Because
on.
the only Taco Bell I know is at Boulevard Tachereau,
That's the one we
Yeah,
go
that's
to.
the one.
and right beside there's
KFC.
Tres Amigos.
Oh.
So instead of going to TacoEll, we go to Tres Amigos
Taco,
always.
but
No.
Taco Bell's cheaper and you can get a lot
Yeah,
more.
but Tres
and-
Amigos is an experience. Like
I've
it's
already
real nice
went.
We've
for
been.
birthday and
We
all.
went when we went to go see the last Star Wars downtown.
And no gorillas.
And yeah, and also last Star Wars.
I'll be
Went to
honest.
Dave's
Oh,
Hotel.
true. I'll be honest. I think I like Taco Bell better than, because I don't know. It has like a cheaper taste.
The quality of the food is subpar.
Typical
That's why
math.
I definitely want to make
Typical
sure I
math,
eat
cheaper
Taco Bell as
taste.
many times as I can. Subpar.
No, but like I don't know. You don't like when you
grade C
take,
meat.
no, you don't when you take like a Big Mac, it's pretty good, but it's cheap.
When you hit 40, it's not good anymore.
Well, let's say like
A couple of years, she'll feel the same way.
2 years and a half.
You got it.
That go back like 20 years. All right. Think about how much you liked it, the Big Mac.
Oh, I know. I'm not disparaging you from liking it. I understand. I also find that I grew up on Taco Bell, so for me that was Mexican food. And I went to Three Amigos, and it was good, but it was like, this is like too much.
Yeah.
Like, just give me 2 soft tacos and some sauce in a packet.
Okay, Dad. I had
No, but it's true.
I had 3 tacos for
I'm
like
telling you the
$15.
truth. I'm telling you that. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm agreeing with you.
At
God.
Tres Amigos?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
it's so expensive.
It's better than
You know,
Taco
20
Bell.
tacos for
Matthew-
$15.
Now you think
Matthew finds it expensive, but he has never paid for Three Amigos.
Well, when still I feel bad. Hey,
Well, we should
I'm-
go and you could pay.
I'm sorry, Mrs. pays like $500 for meat. Psh.
Oh yeah.
The
oof.
restaurant,
Oh, it was
You
great.
spent $500 on meat?
like on a meal.
Yeah, at
She went with her
La
mom.
Cochonnerie at Chambly. It's like the best
And you spent
restaurant
$500 by yourself?
No,
No,
with
with
my mother and my dad.
$500?
Yeah. Like
Wow.
my steak
But
was
is that good? Oh, okay. Like it's a high-end.
120, I think. My mom was
Yikes.
200. My dad 60.
Because he's
and
like, boy,
we
look what
take
they
like
ordered.
I
I'll just have the
don't
$60
Have the
remember
water.
how it called in English, but les huîtres c'est
No, oysters.
Oysters.
Yeah.
Oysters.
and
Yeah, you spiked
that's expensive, and we took a lot of them.
Oh,
So,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an expensive restaurant. I've never eaten at a restaurant for $500, I don't think.
I wouldn't.
Well,
If I had,
Wait,
if
no,
I,
I'm not.
I-
I'm not.
no.
If
I've
I
never
went-
been to a restaurant where it would cost $500. That's all.
If I won the lottery,
It must have been a really
I'd
good
go,
steak.
But like,
It was a really
no,
good
like
steak, right?
you can get out with like a 100.
Yeah,
for how
you
many
don't have to
people?
No,
spend-
no,
You don't have to
like-
spend that much. It's
no, yeah.
if you
It's
really
just
wanna-
because
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know. We were like
You're celebrating or yeah.
eliminate this night. I don't know.
I never had that fancy food, that much of fancy
I'll
food.
take you one day if I have money.
It's fancy
Mm.
food.
Well, like high
Oh
class.
no,
like
you've
that.
never had it.
It's,
like
it's not
$500
it's not
worth of
even
food.
fancy. It's because we had a lot of food. Because the fancier restaurant I've been was I think Le Coin de la Baie.
All right, how many tacos compared? Because like, if it's not more than 25, I could get 25 tacos
No.
for $15. So I'm just saying,
Yeah,
it's a balance.
it's a balance, all right.
Have a full stomach and be able to buy like a few books.
Books, huh? That's what you went with, because you're looking at books.
Or,
Let's be honest.
Or just
have a few tacos and buy some hoodies.
yeah, you got a problem with my hood?
I mean, did I start you on that trend by buying you the hoodie you're wearing now?
No,
you
the
had already
Gorillas
had
one.
hoodies?
The Gorillas.
You
The concert.
no, I bought that before.
No, the Gorillas was last year at the
Yeah,
beginning
and
of
that's
the year.
way before last year, isn't it?
No, it's
Isn't
last
that
year.
Christmas 2 years ago or something?
No, it's Christmas last year.
Anyhow, so what's another topic?
Sonic.
Not next.
Uh,
We talked
Oh,
about
the
it, and
fish.
she hasn't seen it, so I don't know.
Oh,
Oh no.
no, not the death. I don't want to talk about the
Okay.
death. You've
don't
talked about
talk
it so many
to that
times.
one either. What?
You've talked about it. Just talk about the fish.
How are your
Well,
fish?
We have 2 fish.
Great. They're sad that the brother is dead, but
Did they still mourn? Was it a
Yeah, one is still all dressed in black.
was it a funeral
Yeah.
at sea? Sorry, because they're already in water.
well, when I saw he was dead, I was like, Matthew was in front of my house to go to your
No, I was
uncle.
no, I was at work.
Oh yeah.
I was at
But
work
I-
and she called me.
But
She's
I
like,
needed to like go.
Well, we got
See,
a
would you
text from him
follow?
almost right afterwards.
yeah.
I forget what it said, but we were like both in France and I were like, what? Because I forget, it was funny. It wasn't really.
It's
You
like-
didn't really. It's like you were like emotional, so you didn't really write a concise.
I was like, Cyril J. Mort.
Oh,
And we were like, who?
sad.
We're gonna get 2 new fish to replace one.
Yeah, you haven't yet. Wow, man.
Next paycheck.
I thought you loved her, man.
And then we go to Tres Amigos.
No Taco Bell. I
I
will.
don't mind.
I'll get. You can go to Tres Amigo and I'll
All
walk
by
in.
myself.
No, I'll walk in with my 50 tacos
You
and
should.
like take them out of the wrapper
Dare you?
and like put them on the table and be like, "Da-da-do."
Yeah, so we got Petit Rouge Toi est mort. And I said, who? And then he said, Miriam's fish. And I said, oh no.
So sincere.
I was so sad.
I can imagine.
She was crying on the phone.
Well,
It was traumatizing. He
Whoa,
died like
hey.
river is stuck in a plant.
They
I
do
was
that,
so sad.
is goldfish you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They're very
Poisson
suicidal.
rouge?
they're like fancy goldfish.
With the big fins?
Yeah.
Big,
Yeah,
like, they're all
and, like,
like,
the
ruffly?
Yeah.
All
Like that girl
fluffy?
on Shark Tale.
Yeah.
That fish.
Yep.
Do you not?
I just remember the
And
one
there's
eat a
one
face.
with big eyes. He's all black.
The guppy.
Yeah.
What's
Giuseppe.
yeah,
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
It's cause
So you got
JSP.
Petit Rouge, 3, and you
Yeah.
have 2 other Petit Rouges?
One
And
black.
No, we have the
Well, no,
black one.
the older ones I had when I was younger. The 2 other Petit Rouges.
Yes. He wanted.
I had
Oh,
Petit Rouges.
oh. So you, okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping
We
the
had-
I'm now
dynasty
up.
going.
Yeah.
We had Tirouge 3,
3?
who died. Rip
Yeah.
Tirouge.
JSP and
GSP
Elton.
and Elton.
Like as in John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's good. So you have 2 of 3 left.
Two-
And they're healthy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Good.
so.
Is your dang
Yeah, it's always sad.
Yeah.
It's always
yeah.
sad when you start to see. We've had fish where you just kind of start to like float sideways. You're like, oh no, that is not
They
a
live
good
in a
sign.
really big tank for 2 fish, so I think they're great and they have a lot of space. So.
Oh, it was probably because you had him for what, a month?
No,
Yeah.
like,
Month and a
Le-
half?
yeah. No,
So he
No,
probably be.
Maybe 2. No, 1, 2.
We've been going out for 3 months.
2. Not even 3 months.
4 months, I think. Yeah, no.
2. I don't know.
So
I'll go through this
he was
another-
probably sick when you bought him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the size of the tank. If you bought a tank,
No.
because
It's
our
9
fish,
gallon tank, so we could fit 9,
Yeah.
7 other fish. They said.
9. 1 per gallon.
Well, 7 other fishes.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Fish.
ish. It depends. When do you use fish?
When it's
Plural.
the same species.
Right.
Species? Yeah.
Did Myriam know that? En
What?
anglais, in English,
sorry.
when you say, look at all those fish, or look at all those fishes, you say fish if they're all the same type of fish. But if it's 3 or 4, two or more different types, you say fishes.
Didn't know.
Don't ask me why.
Do you want to talk about how we started dating?
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear the
I guess.
story.
Take it away.
So, let me just
yeah.
see what I know. Matthew used to get bullied by these two girls,
What?
and they used to beat him up and take his lunch money every day.
Oh, yeah.
And then Myriam came along and said,
And
"I
Beat
pity
him
the
up.
fool who beats up Matthew." And then she beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Put him in the
exactly.
hospital.
both for...
And they died.
Yeah, and they
Whoa.
died.
Both
Oh my
of them.
Yeah, well, let's be honest.
And then
They died
Matthew
like
gets
pig-
scared
like pigs in
and
the
go
dirt.
over
well,
me.
let's be honest. She's 37 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got some mad
They
skills.
So I
were-
was like, I'll
they
call
were
your
like
mom and they
6.
stopped.
They were 6. You had elementary school kids coming to your high school and picking on you. They'd roll up in their tricycles. Ring, ring.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
Matt, come here, Matt.
They're here.
Not again. So, dude, don't tell me the true story. Go.
Go ahead.
Well, we met last year in English class. We
Yeah.
were together.
Because you just started at that school. No,
Yep.
you'd been
Yeah.
there
No, Chambly.
just 2
yeah.
years?
Yeah.
We
Second the cat
Chambly
Yeah.
came to Saint Bruno in secondary 4.
Yep.
Okay.
So
And now you're in the last year, secondary 5. Okay, so you
Yeah.
met.
in English class,
We
but
And
met.
what did you think when you saw him? Were you like, oh my god,
Well,
he's so cute?
my friend Florence this year told me when I started going out with Matt. She told me last year. I said I was really dumb. I was like,
She called me an autist.
yeah,
Autistic.
I
Autistic,
was
yeah.
dumb. I
Yeah,
don't.
the
I
entire
get
Chambly
that.
group.
I get that
Yeah.
because Matt doesn't really care what people think, so
Yeah.
he kind of does his own thing. So a lot of
Yeah,
people are like,
so
why isn't he trying to be?
I said to Florence, if he wasn't weird, he'd be cute.
Oh, damn.
But then
This is the first
because
time
I
I'm hearing
really
about this.
cared at the time what people think of me, so I was mean to I think bring myself
Everyone.
up.
so
but
now you don't care what people think of you, so
Yeah.
you decide to date the autistic
Yeah,
kid.
you decided to take me. Yeah,
No.
exactly.
I decided to date the best instead of being friend with the
Oh.
autistic kid. I think
Yeah.
that's it.
So who made the
Matt's-
first move then?
Well,
Well,
at first this year I became friend with
All my
someone
friends.
that
The group.
all my friends.
Matt-
all my friends.
yeah, all your friends.
We'll leave it at that. Let's keep going. Yeah.
And
Moving on.
and I was I don't know.
Nervous?
I saw him and he was like, he's cute. But he didn't like me because I was
Last year.
mean last year. So it
Oh my god, you didn't
get
like her
to
because
me
she was
this
that
year.
biatch.
So I talked to.
But then I
Sonia
found out
in
she didn't come from Chambly. She came from
He came
Carignan, so
from
I'm like,
Carignan.
Oh, that's different.
No,
Yeah,
but
it
at
is.
first he didn't mind that I came from Carignan. He really hated me, and
Wow.
I was talking to his friend and saying that like, oh, I can become his friend maybe, and he was like, no way, I'm letting her a chance.
Wow,
But then
Matt.
one dinner we
lunch.
go to lunch. Sorry,
We went to Thai Express.
yes. He was
And-
mad that I came to Thai
Yeah.
Express.
At first I was mad. I'm like,
we were
come
walking
on,
on the
brother.
street and he changed his
What an
side.
autistic kid, huh?
He
Uh,
changed side.
well,
and I told her.
bullied
You're like,
me last
man,
year.
you're gonna
like-
break up. You break up the band, Yoko, right?
And the thing is, I knew she liked me, so I'm like, oh god.
Oh, you knew she liked
Yeah,
you.
it's-
Yeah. I
Oh.
didn't.
My
try
friends
to,
can't. My friends can't close their mouth. They
But
all
I-
told me.
I didn't try to hide it. I knew that they were going to.
Yeah.
tell
Oh,
so-
you were like,
I was like,
don't
so
tell
maybe-
Matt, but
So-
he's really cute.
Anyways,
Yeah.
this was Wednesday.
Yeah. The
Wednesday
10,
the
10,
11th.
9. Well, yeah,
It was the 13th.
You're right.
So
because sorry.
the party was the 13th.
Yes,
Minus
so-
2
Oh
Wednesday.
yeah, you're right.
The 11th.
I'm dumb. Sorry.
Who's printing?
I think your mother is. But anyways, continue.
Oh, mom's up.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm checking. Nope, she's still at Sunny Sport. That was Jeremy printing something.
Anyways,
But yeah,
at
and at lunchtime,
we
at first it was really weird.
we started vibing. I made jokes.
Yeah.
She
And I
laughed
was laughing.
louder than she should because she thought you were cute.
No, she thought I was autistic, and she's like, "Oh, I think I should laugh."
No.
No,
Disabled kids are so
it just
cute.
confirm like that I was really into him and that I think he was
And
an
she
amazing person.
had invited me to a party like 2 weeks prior, and I was like, I'll think about it, and then I was like, no, I'm not coming. But then that lunch when we got back to school,
He told me like,
no, I told the group that was going, if someone pays me an Uber to go and come back, I'd go. And then she's like, I'll do it. I'm like,
I'll pay. And he was like, oh,
You're
no.
like, damn, man, someone called my bluff, bruh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't expect someone to actually want me to go.
To actually want you.
Yeah.
Oh, burn.
Oh my.
But yeah. Then.
Well, how did we know how she felt, and we kind of know how you felt, but what turned the corner from crossing the street when you were going to lunch together to be like, oh yeah, I want to stick my tongue down her throat? When did the change happen for you, Matthew?
When we were at Thai Express and we
on that same walk.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, at lunch when we were eating.
I really sell myself.
Yeah, you must have really been like.
She tried so no. I don't really know, but yeah, we just I don't know.
You were like, this chick's cool, man.
I think at the party we talked more, and then
At the party.
Yeah.
At your house, that party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked a little.
I know all about that party.
Huh?
I know all about that party. She's okay. She was 37.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Such an autistic laugh, Matt. So at the Thai Express, you were kind of like, yeah, I can kind of see. She's kind of cute.
Then 2 days after was a party, and
then
at your house.
At my house.
And you guys kind of did a little bit of kissing.
A little bit.
And it was like, oh my god.
Yeah, but we didn't go out at the party.
No. That
like
Sunday, same
2
week,
days later,
I asked her out on Tuesday.
Oh my god, so you guys are exclusive? Oh my god, I'm getting the exclusive now, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, Myriam and Matthew are exclusive.
Anyways, the first day was on the 15th. No, the first day was on the 17th.
Yeah, here.
Of January?
December.
Right. It was before Christmas.
Yeah.
First date was here?
We started going out on this Sunday, but what really
I asked her out
and what really like make us really wanted to be together, it was the 17th when we came here, and
you were like, oh my god, these people are nice.
Yeah.
Except their stupid Anglo dad.
No, that's the parents.
Right.
Well,
you told me that.
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
you didn't meet her.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You guys went out or something.
Oh, okay. Or we kind of met like.
And I didn't even knew that Matthew
had a mother.
No, yeah, but
I didn't know he had a house. I just thought he was on.
I
the
thought
street.
autistic kids lived in that institute down the road. So you didn't know he had what?
Like not he had, but he talked in English with.
Oh no!
That
Okay.
He had that
you were
an Anglophone dad.
I thought you talked a lot of English at school. No.
Well,
yeah, but with Theo and.
Oh, you didn't realize he learned it from his father.
Yeah.
Well,
his father taught him. Had you been listening? Had we started the podcast?
No. Yeah.
You were. I know you're one of our favorite.
She listened to
biggest fans.
Before we were going out, you guys
I had
did
posted
the
it
podcast,
on.
and I listened.
Yeah,
to
she listened to it,
and I was like, oh.
Oh my god, he does talk. He's talking so much.
Yeah.
Oh no, I knew that you have an Anglophone dad because I listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Someone's lying here, and I want to know who it is.
I am, actually. Sometimes I don't want to lie, but sometimes it's just because I have
or you
false
just forget.
memories.
Yeah, you forget.
Like, yeah.
It's not a lie. It's a
the Mandela effect, I think. Like
no, that's not it.
When you create memories.
Yeah, Mandela effect.
But
I'm sorry.
I don't know that one. I know the Doppler effect.
The Mandela. You know at the end of
Mandalorian effect?
No, we're the champions.
Yes.
At the end of the song, do they say "of the world"?
Yeah.
They don't say it.
No.
Well, some people think. A lot of people think that they say "of the world" at the end. I thought actually.
But like the Mandela effect is just that people creating false memories, but like.
Very widespread.
Yeah.
Like everyone, like a lot of people think that's that, and they're like, Like
Wonder how that happened.
Well,
Must be some type of
Oh,
Mandalorian
people,
effect.
people say it's
It was-
universes
Mandela
colliding.
effect?
Yeah.
No, it was when
Be talking to the microphone, please.
yeah, it was when oh my god, I'm so dumb. I don't remember.
What are
Jay
you talking about?
Mandela. There's a
Nelson
name.
Mandela?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
god, I'm so dumb.
Ending
Like
apartheid?
he goes in prison,
Yeah.
but at the time everybody thought he was dead.
No,
But
it's
he
the-
wasn't dead. He was in prison.
So it's the Mandela effect, it's called.
Wait,
Oh, Mandela.
what am I
oh
talking
my
about?
God. What
Is
did
that
I
what it's
said?
called? I don't know. I was making jokes that it was a
Oh, yeah.
Mandalorian. You might have said Mandela the whole time. I just didn't know what you were what
But
words
yeah,
you were
it's when everybody thought he was
No, wait.
dead.
Am I talking
then-
about the butterfly effect? Oh, I
No.
think I'm talking about the butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect is a butterfly flaps its wings in
Mm.
in Korea, and there's a tsunami here. I
Yeah, it was,
watched Jurassic Park 2. Okay.
Small change. Oh,
Yes.
I don't.
Yes,
I don't
yes,
know
yes.
what I'm talking about. What's that?
Myriam, he's autistic.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Every time you talk about how I was mean last year, break my heart.
Yeah, he was like.
How do you think I felt? God.
You didn't care. You was
No, he
like
didn't.
amazing. You
He
were like,
pretended he didn't
oh,
care, but
yeah.
he's
Well, at
he's
one
ma-
point-
he's a little boy made of flesh and
Yeah.
bone, and he cared.
it's
You-
just that he was really extroverted.
You don't want to see how
Extroverted.
many birds he
Extroverted, yeah.
killed in our backyard.
Like,
Serial killer.
I fed the dog for a month.
You fed the dog for a month with
Yeah,
birds,
Yeah.
but you removed the beak so he wouldn't choke, right? Oh no,
Oh.
Well,
Strider.
well, yeah.
I think that's why the skunk came in to eat birds, and that's how he got
Yeah.
sprayed. So guess whose
is
fault it is?
Strider your first dog?
Yep.
Or
I
you
had a
got-
dog when
well-
I was a kid.
Yeah, he had one when he was a kid,
Well,
but this
the
is my
age of
first dog.
10 to 22, I had a dog, Caramel.
Caramel.
It was part Chihuahua, part Terrier, and part Poodle. He looked more like a little bit bigger Chihuahua. She was.
Yeah. What-
And Jeremy's printing something else. Yes.
You told me like last week about the kind of dog that you wanted to get. I don't
What kind
remember.
of dog do you want to get?
But when we
A
were
Doge?
going to be
No, like-
older,
No, that's you. You
No,
wanted-
I just didn't know if you wanted that too.
What's it called? A Shibu?
Shiba Maru.
It's,
I don't know.
yes, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's you know the dog in a hound.
You want a hound like Benoit had?
Yeah.
you don't
Like-
remember. You
like
told me like the
Pullix?
specific kind,
Oh,
like
I
last
forgot
week.
about it.
Last week,
Not a
I
bloodhound.
don't know.
Basset hound.
I thought he
Yeah,
was
Basset.
ugly.
No, I thought you
but-
like hound dogs that go chasing after like foxes and stuff.
Well, I want Pullix, but like taller.
Yeah, it's a hound dog.
Yeah, hound dog. It's a basset dog. No, basset's
Basset hound is Pullix.
Yeah, okay.
A hound is a
yeah.
dog that chases fox that are like longer legged.
Yeah.
Look a little more like
Yeah.
foxes and not
Hound.
like
Hey, Jeremy, what you printing?
couches with legs.
Stuff you're not supposed to know about.
Oh, great! You made me run out of paper.
Blanket bugs.
There's no
Well,
way.
we're at an hour and 15, an hour and
15?
12.
What?
Is there anything else you'd like
Is
to
this
say?
the longest podcast?
It is thus far.
Damn. Alright.
Anything else you'd like to cover before we sign off? Because I don't want to end this prematurely. But if you have anything you'd like to make sure you note, I'd like to say that it's been a pleasure having Myriam here and having her speak so eloquently in English.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were
I
gonna say
tried.
something else.
I'm real
You do
not
a very good
confident
job.
about.
Considering you have two
yeah.
parents who don't speak, do your parents speak any English?
No.
Not at the house, anyways.
No.
You do a very good job. You should be very proud of your English.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Myriam and her autistic boyfriend. I was like,
I don't think you're autistic. Everybody in school thinks you're autistic.
oh yeah.
We had you tested.
Well, everybody in school, but not me, not anymore.
Now you're the girlfriend of the autistic guy.
Anyways,
That's like,
yeah, I don't have anything else.
anything else you'd like to?
No.
Was it a fun experience?
Yeah, really.
Nothing to be too nervous about.
Do you want to
No.
come back?
A lot of people
Yeah,
don't
of
realize this,
course.
but we don't use a script. We just talk. So a lot of people think
I
that
do. No.
we have a couple of topics, but everything else we just
Topics.
spitball.
Yep.
Gives it an organic feeling, which is what I'm really
Where's
going
my banana
for.
pudding?
What?
My banana pudding. It's in the freezer.
No, it's gone.
You ate it.
Well, you were gone, so
You.
you did have like 60 pounds of junk food that you brought back, so you're fun. There's
It was
that
mine.
autism again.
All right. Thanks for watching Minnie and the Boomer. I've been the Boomer. No, I've been the Minnie.
I've been the Boomer.
And she's been
I've
the
been the Minnie's boomer.
the
Minnie's
Minnie's
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Oh
Actually,
my
you're a
God.
millennial if you're 39
Yeah.
and 7.5.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.